some lovely things in this room. We have another fireplace here. Again, Italian, beautifully carved here. A lovely item here. This is a famous painting by Rubens, The Judgment of Paris. It was very popular. It was very popular when it was first done. And he did two originals himself. There's one in London, one in Madrid, and then he got his students to make copies. So this is from the School of Rubens, okay? I think the originals might run about 600 million, and this one might be about 1 million. So if you had 1 million in your bag, you could take it home. So other lovely things here. There's a lovely table in the corner there, and this was made by an Italian man who lived. You can see it on your way out. It's a small table. It was made by an Italian man who lived here, Pietro Bossi. And unlike Rubens, he wouldn't teach anybody how to do this. And there's only 9 or 10 of them, and we think they're very valuable because he wouldn't divulge his secrets. I don't think anybody really knows how he did this, you know. But it looks lovely to me. Again, untrained eye, I'm no expert in that. Okay. So we have a little word about the ladies here. The ladies are in here, and we have so as we discussed, we have the men next door here. Discussing the marriage, and we have this here is called a confidant. This little arrangement here, there's off chairs, and we have a young lady sitting here, hoping for the best. Okay, and the chaperone will be sitting here, the aunt or the mom listening, maybe a young man sitting here, and hoping it all goes well. Okay, just do a little scenario about that. In Ireland, the winter's pretty cold here, and you could have the rain lashing off the windows and everything else like that. So at the time, both the men and the women, they wore makeup. And the men wore white powder on their faces. I think that's where we got that powder room thing from. Everybody looked like white meant you're living in the castle and you weren't working in the fields. And the ladies wore beeswax, a heavy beeswax makeup, okay? So, as I say, it's freezing outside. We've got a big roaring fire here going on, and we've got a young lady here with her beeswax makeup. It's not going to go well. We've got it. You know what I mean? So they had a solution here. The lady's maid would be standing here. Imagine me as the lady's maid, and she'd come on and she'd say, "My lady, you're losing face." Literally, you're losing face. So technology was high. This was the technology here. The screen goes up or down, and the lady's maid would block her face then from the fire. Bring it over, put it up then. Saving face, okay? And the other little phrase comes out of that is mind your own beeswax. You know what I mean? All the little phrases that come are reused nowadays, you know? Okay, so the other thing you can't miss here is the big carpet. It's gorgeous, and it's handmade for this room in China. So the last lord here was Lord Milo. And he was living happily in England in 1948 when he inherited the castle. And he was the British ambassador to Laos, over near Cambodia, Vietnam, that area. He brought back all those plants that you see in the garden, in the Olden garden, if you go to visit that. So Milo inherited the castle. He was a single man, and he was able to travel into China. Not many Europeans could travel into China. British ambassador would get you in, and he had this lovely carpet made, and he brought it back here for this room. So he came to live here with his sister Rose, and Milo, unfortunately, he died young enough. He was 60 years old in 1974. And then Rose inherited the castle. That's his sister. She's not married either. She's living here. So at this stage now we have an Irish Free State. We separated, this part of Ireland separated from the British Empire in 1921. So we became a free state, and we became a republic in 1948. So we have an Irish government now dealing with Rose, and the inheritance tax was 50%. Big, okay? So that posed a problem. So between she negotiated with the government, and the government came to own all the land around here and the castle. So it's in public ownership now. We all get to enjoy it coming here. She didn't leave poorly or anything like that. She went to live in Tasmania, just underneath Australia there, that island down there. And she had 20,000 acres of land down there. Nice little holding in a place called Malahide, in an area called Fingal. Okay, and she farmed sheep, merino sheep, with a nice soft wool. The Italians make those very expensive jumpers out of. that's what she did all the way up to 2009. So not too long ago. She was 93 years old when she died. Okay?
Yeah. Any children?
No children.
No children.
No, that was the end of the line here. You know, there's lots of other Talbots around in America and so on and so forth. That was the end of the line here. Rose was the end, you know. And actually, it's not so long ago, you know. Like just my own little story. I live out the back door here. I walk in the morning, and you know, lots of my neighbours have worked here over the years. One of my oldest neighbours, Bobby, is 90. He's 90 years old, and he came to work here in 1945. Okay, he was 13, and he was milking the cows by hand, you know. And it was before actually Lady Rose and Milo. You know, it was Lady Joyce was here just before, and James Boswell. So he's still alive. Bobby's still alive. He's 90 years old, and he worked here in 1945. You know, it's mad, it's crazy. You know, and he has great stories about it. So the family were well liked here. You know. So look, we'll head up now to their bedrooms. So we've got 3 bedrooms to visit upstairs, and you can wander around and have a look. So the one here on the road at the right is Milo's, and then the one on the left is Rose, and there's one in the middle with items from the children's bedroom. You know, the children would have been up further. We don't get to see their bedrooms, okay? But on the way up, we've got a lovely portrait, a lovely painting on the landing here as we go up the stairs of Milo and Rose with their mom. It's from around 1922. Her mom is Ava, and Rose is a little 6-year-old girl. She's sitting on her mom's lap in her white dress, and Milo is a little red-haired boy standing behind. Okay, so they were the last 2 people. So just a bit about the painting. The eyes of the children will follow you as you walk up the stairs. Okay, and Rose's little left foot will follow you up the stairs as well. It'll point you and follow you up the stairs. So it must be haunted, obviously. Where the castle is haunted. It's the only explanation, isn't it? You're not scared, no. Are you scared of ghosts? There are 5 ghosts in there. Okay. But it is fun to look at, actually. I should do walk up, have a look, I tell you.